iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans, tonight to the Homestead Miami Speedway. Host to round number 10 for the Salt and Flat IROC Series tonight. It is the Griffith Stone 60. Last time we were here in Miami, it was the street stocks that we had painted up as the IROC Series. Tonight, the super late models take to the track for the first time with these awesome paint jobs done up by Michael Bromley himself. And boy, 17 drivers have logged in here tonight to Miami Homestead. Practice is just about in the books here tonight, as the starting lineup is already set from the point standings / the last week's finishing order. Inverted the top 10 here tonight to get ready to go racing. 60 laps will be the distance, and boy, if you think you've seen it all, race fans, well, let me tell you something. You haven't seen anything, because here tonight, these drivers will be getting ready and geared up to go. And it's going to be hard-nosed racing at the front of the field. Let's go down trackside here tonight and get our starting lineup brought to us by Pay-to-Win Setups. This is your starting lineup for round number 10. Starting on the front row, out of Texas, it'll be the driver of the 56. This is Stephen Pugh. To his outside, driving the number 61, it's going to be DJ Mitzel. Behind them, it'll be the driver of the number 5 out of Plano, Texas. This is Jordan Smith. Starting in the 4th position, out of Las Vegas, Nevada, driving the number 38, this is Cody Levitt. Starting in the 5th position, driving the number 88, out of Ohio, this is Jamie Leach. Starting in the 6th position is the 3-wide racing NSRA Stables Red Pontiac Grand Prix, number 48 of Todd Poston. Jeff Bergner out of Utah will roll off in the 7th position, where Tiny Horse, and driving the number 3 is your points championship leader. He'll come in 8th here tonight. Driving out of South Carolina, it's the 75 of Quincy Atkins. Josiah Millen out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, drives number 40 here tonight. He'll roll off from the 10th position. Darrell Clauder out of South Florida. Home state here tonight, and driving the number 26, it's Darrell Clauder. The Tennessee boy, it's the Griffith Stone number 98. It's racing Jason out the gate. He's just back for some MMA fighting. He'll start into the 12th position. 13th here tonight on our grid is going to be Donald Bennett out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Starting next to him, it's the Draft Top Race Energy Drink 04 of Danny Valenzuela. Starting 15th out of Virginia, it's the Kool-Aid Jammer. It is Peyton Johnson. Starting in the 16th position, fresh off practicing riding that BMX bike, this is Russ Hancock. Starting in the 17th position, tail end of the field here tonight, it's the number 33 of Greg O'Berry. Race fans, that's your starting lineup brought to us by Pay to Win Setups, the official setup shop here tonight for the Salt Flat IROC Series, putting this wonderful package together for all you race fans that are tuning in here tonight to watch the IROC Series. 60 laps of racing action here tonight in the Griffith Stone 60. It's round number 10. The pace car is down and away. Let's let him rip here tonight. A little bit of a bobble as he started coming up through the gears for DJ Mitzel. Lights are on here at Homestead, and one of them sideways. It's the Florida driver. Down to the inside, Darrell Clotter is sideways. That's going to check up the 98 of Griffith. It's going to check up Bennett also. Clotter's going to lose 1 spot, 5 spots, 6. I can't count that high anymore. Darrell Clotter back to running into the 16th position, as that is Russ Hancock that just got around him. Back to the front of the field, though. Here come the 2 drivers out of Texas. It's going to be Stephen Pugh leading lap number 1 here tonight. He leads lap number 1 as we look on board with our Jordan Hen Racing onboard camera footage here with Stephen Pugh watching the field 2 by 2 behind him. That's the 61 of DJ Mitzel and the 75 of Quincy Atkins. Atkins was late to the party here tonight. Just found out Quincy going back to school, doing some studying, and his actual iRacing rig is for sale here. So if you're looking to get into the market of the iRacing.com platform, Quincy Atkins has a rig that you could buy, and let me tell you, it's better than the one that we got here in the studio. Hugh leads lap number 2, but look at Jeff Bergner. Bergner working the inside of the speedway there underneath the number 5 of Jordan Smith. Quincy Atkins ripping the bottom of the speedway too. Everybody's starting to single file themselves out here in the back here. Number 31 of Donald Bennett working the inside here on Peyton Johnson. Johnson just fresh off the weekend trip to the Bristol Motor Speedway for the dirt race. Still your race leader. It looks like Jordan Smith, who's up to the top side of the speedway. Maybe he knows something that we don't. Maybe the tires, last a little bit longer if you're on the top side of the speedway. Here comes Quincy Atkins. One of them way wide down the back straightaway. Looks like that was the 31 of Donald Bennett, the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Looks like he just had to take a little bit of action there as he was sideways off of turn number 2. Bennett falls back behind Danny Valenzuela and Peyton Johnson now. Quincy Atkins has not been able to make the pass here on the number 5 of Jordan Smith just yet. DJ Mitzel and Todd Post and the 2 teammates, the 2 red Pontiac Grand Prix here tonight, lined up back there. Now it looks like Quincy Atkins is able to make that pass. He's going to guard down to the inside, down the back straightaway, making sure Jordan Smith didn't cross him over going into the corner. Smith still to the outside here, running the top shelf. Cody Levitt's also running the top shelf, and that's the number 40 of Josiah Millen. So 3 drivers right now are running the top side of the speedway. Everybody else pretty much down on the bottom side. Jay Mitzel moving up. He's going to go to the inside here of Jordan Smith. Oh, Posty, hang on to her, old girl. Posty's going to be able to save it, but loses a ton of momentum. Dobbs gets around one of them, I believe, down to the infield there. Didn't quite catch what car number that was down the back straightaway. One of them was hanging on to it, and that was the 04 of Danny Valenzuela, the driver out of Utah. Valenzuela trying to hang on to that Ray's Energy Drink draft top entry. Follows right in line there in front of the number 19. That's Russ Hancock, a teammate out of Virginia. Behind them, Darrell Clotter is sitting there at 16. Looks like missing the grid here tonight. There is the 88 of Jamie Leach. He is on the lead lap. He is running 17th. But it looks like he did have to start from pit road here tonight. Race leaders off turn 4. Jeff Bergner slowly reeling in Stephen Pugh. The sun going down here in Miami. Sideways for Quincy Atkins. Atkins is sideways. Here comes Jordan Smith now to the inside. What's he going to try and sit there on the door of that number 5? See if Jordan Smith can earn it. There's Ryan Johnson. Biggest mover, though, so far tonight is just behind this battle as you see Johnson get to the inside of the 75 of Quincy Atkins. A lot of racing room here tonight at Homestead. Behind them, this green machine, he has picked up the most spots here tonight. He started back in the 17th position. He's worked his way up inside the top 10. Grego Berry, the driver of Lynchburg, Virginia, is now running 7th on our grid. He may run 7th, but one of these drivers wants the race lead. Here comes Jeff Bergener peeking to the inside. He had the quick time when we did have our practice, our happy hour session. There you see your new race leader. He'll come across the stripe leading his first lap of the evening here on the Griffith Stone 60. Grego Berry picking up another one, picking him up and knocking him down. This young man came to play. Smith, I don't know if he's trying to save a little bit of tire or save a little bit of fuel, but if it's the fuel game, he took the long way around the speedway for quite a number of laps, and he'll still go to the outside here. Todd Poston will work to the inside of the speedway. We still got Smith, Millen, and Levitt working the outside groove. Look at the momentum that Jordan Smith was able to carry off of turn number 4 down that front straightaway. Goes right back to the top shelf. This is the line that Kyle Larson would run if he was here tonight. Right up against the fence. Poston sideways ahead of that number 5. Now Smith's going to work the inside of the speedway. Doesn't want to break the momentum on that 5 machine. So Smith goes back into that position. Quincy Atkins now trying to get back to Ryan Johnson. Did notice that Randy Johnson's not here. It's been the Johnson and Johnson show all season long with Ryan and Randy battling it out. Of course, Randy not here tonight, missing the show. But Ryan's here, so this is going to play big factors into Johnson's night if he can have himself a solid finish. And so far, he is doing that. Here comes Ryan Johnson to the inside of Stephen Pugh this time. One of them into the outside wall. That's going to be the 5 of Jordan Smith. Looks like he just stepped over the line, and Jordan Smith was into the outside wall that time down in turns 3 and 4. Sounds like to me he's actually lifting a little bit in this number 5 machine. Hey, Johnson was a little squirrely that time off of turn number 2. Jamie Leach has caught the back of the field here, and he has started to make a couple moves. Derek Lauder in that 26 has been into the outside wall, so he'll pick up that spot here as you see the 0-4 of Danny Valenzuela. Danny was messaging me on Monday and goes, "Are you watching the NASCAR race, Roger?" I said, yeah, I'm watching. He goes, that's my distant cousin there. We're related, leading the NASCAR race. Thank you for what it was worth, though, race fans. That's coming from Danny Valenzuela. He was talking about Daniel Suarez, who runs for the track house, Mr. 305's racing, as one of them has gone around. Car around on the speedway. It's the 56 of Stephen Pugh. He is off the racing surface. Doesn't look like there's any damage to that 56 here on lap number 15. Let's take the look back and see what happened to Stephen Pugh. Oh, him and Greg O'Berry got together. What happened between Pugh and O'Berry is going to be the question. Let's see. Coming off of turn 2 is where this is going to be. Let's see if we can catch this. Looks like our camera crew lied to us. That is not where it happened. It was definitely Greg O'Berry down to the inside. Let's just do the old, see if the truck, if we can just get him to rewind it from this moment on here so we can see what happened to Stephen Pugh. Oh, it was O'Berry down to the inside here. Still watching in slow-mo. O'Berry down to the inside. Pugh comes right there. They make contact, coming together for the same real estate off of turn number 2. Pugh going to get going around. That's a lots of fast crash right there. Right side hard impact into the wall. Caution not coming out onto the speedway. Battle for the race lead, though, here on lap number 18. Here comes the number 3, Tiny Horse, trying to come to the dance. 3 drivers that race it in the real world. Call it 4 drivers because Dobbs is running 4th. Johnson a champion, Quincy Atkins a champion, Bergner a champion, and Dobson has won multiple championships in the hobby stock divisions down in Tennessee. So all 4 of these top drivers right now, 4 out of the 5 drivers in the top 5, real world racing experience, not around each other as Quincy Atkins going to really sail it off into Ryan Johnson. Johnson's going to save it. Sideways still trying to gather it up. Down onto the apron. Quincy Atkins carrying a little more speed through the corner there. Got into Ryan Johnson, and boy, did Johnson just hang on to that. That bumped Ryan Johnson back to the 4th position after taking over the race lead here on lap number 18. Did get a lap lead, did get that bonus point, but now he's back there battling with the hold-off DJ Mitzel. There you see the red NSRA Super Speedway driver, the 3-wide motorsports driver. He's now closed in on the back of that number 3 machine. All this is going on. It looks like Stephen Pugh is still out here. He's running back into the 17th position, and man, that's not where he wants to be as he comes down the back straightaway. Lonely, lonely feeling. About 23 seconds behind the race leader here tonight. That race leader is Quincy Atkins, and there he is coming down the back straightaway. So only a straightaway difference between your last place car right now, Stephen Pugh, who's actually coming to pit road. Stephen Pugh is going to come to pit road. He'll get the car woed up. You see a little bit of that right side damage on the right front fender. He'll come to pit road and see if he can get his car worked on. Dobbs all over the back end of Jeff Bergner. Jordan Smith, remember he was running the high lane for quite a while, trying to save, I think it was, and now he's fallen all the way back here to the 10th position. See Millen right ahead of him, the driver out of Pennsylvania. See Levitt out of Las Vegas. Pit stops happening for your top 3 drivers. They're all going to come down here on lap 23. So they're the first ones out of the top 10 spots to come to pit road tonight. Turn things over. There's your race leader. Ryan Johnson now has taken the race lead. There's Stephen Pugh coming out of pit road. Tiny Horse takes over the race lead. There's the battle for second. That's Mitzel. Here comes Tiny Horse. He'll come to pit road. DJ Mitzel now taking over the race lead on lap number 24. Quincy Atkins, Jeff Bergner. There you see Dobbs all coming off pit road. Quincy coming with a full head of steam. Boy, does he have his right foot mashed through the floorboard tonight. Like Quincy's going to be able to stay on the lead lap for the time being. He is on the lead lap. Final car on that lead lap. Ryan Johnson's now coming out of pit road. It looks like he took just fuel only also in his number 3 machine. So nobody has put on 4 tires here yet. Remember, these drivers all here tonight only have 1 set of tires in their garage stalls. So you You got to think about it and, pick and choose when do you use your one set of racing tires. Greg O'Berry looking to the inside, just letting Mitzel know that, hey, I'm right here, I'm right behind you. Right on board with our Racing with Heroes onboard camera with Greg O'Berry. Looks like Josiah Millen, Jordan Smith, Cody Levin all coming to pit road this time by. Beautiful sights all around the Miami Homestead Speedway. As now your race leaders, Mitzel, O'Berry, Poston all coming to pit road. Mitzel with a little bit of a lock-up. Poston's going to lock him up. O'Berry actually comes in real smooth on it. As there will be the last ones to come to pit road here on lap number 27. Doesn't look like anybody changed tires. Stephen Pugh did put new tires on his number 56. Everybody else has, so far, not counting the drivers that just came to pit road, have only taken gas. It's always a strategy. Do you take tires early or do you take tires late? You want to be quick right now, or you want to be quick later on at the end of the race? I mean, it's all up to the drivers and the driving styles that they have. Sideways for one of them. That was the driver out of Tennessee, Racing Jason. It's the 98 out the gate fan favorite. See him just getting around the number 21 of Bergner. Bergner going to slice back underneath here. He'll try to complete the pass out of turn number 4. Will Dobbs be able to roll some of the momentum? They're battling side by side all the way down the front straightaway. Dobbs going to lift out of it a little bit early. He's going to take that Vols Nation. Number 98 go back down to the inside here. And now he got a little piece of the apron, so that did not help him with the momentum factor. Millen starting to reel him back in, actually. There's Millen back here running in the 5th position. He's coming with a head of steam. About a second difference between those two drivers, but Millen was 0.3 of a second faster last time by. Oh, Jordan Smith trying to ride high out of turn 4. Rode it a little too high. Stepped on himself. Into the outside wall goes the driver of that number 5. He was so smooth in the happy hour practice here tonight coming into this race. Watched him for about 15 straight minutes make laps around the speedway, and he rode literally the lip all the way. And man, did he go just a little too high that time. Getting a report from our pit reporters here tonight. Greg O'Berry, Todd Poston, and DJ Mitzel all taking tires under that pit stop. So right now they're buried 8 seconds behind the race leader of Quincy Atkins, but they have fresh tires and they can go. Well, they got to go the rest of this race on the tires. A little bit slower of a stop, though, for DJ Mitzel. 2 seconds longer in his pit stall, which puts him, well, 2 seconds actually behind Todd Poston and Greg O'Berry. Mitzel did come down as that race leader. Everything cycled themselves back through. Quincy Atkins being the race leader, but boy, does he have Mr. Tiny Horse coming back. See that black car there, that Toyota, number 3. Ryan Johnson is coming. He's got Stephen Pugh behind him, giving him that little arrow push from behind. He's taking a little bit of that draft off Quincy Atkins here tonight. Here comes Pugh. Pugh does have the fresher tires than Johnson, so we'll see if Johnson actually holds him up or if Pugh's going to be able to get around. Looks like possibly problems on the number 15 of Peyton Johnson. He's down on pit road. Actually, he is now coming back out onto the speedway, but he's a couple laps down. Looks like about 1 minute and 5 seconds down on pit road for Peyton. So Peyton went to Bristol, Tennessee to watch the Bristol Dirt Race. He was there on Saturday, got rained out. He had to go home Monday off, or he was there on Saturday. Saturday got rained out, had to go home. Sunday didn't even make the drive to Bristol, stayed home in Virginia. And then on Monday, he did make the trip for both the races, and he said he absolutely disliked it. He is the only one that I heard that went to the race and did not like it. Very strange. And then he tried to call me as we were live on the air here on the Turn 3 Racing Network on Monday. Quincy Atkins is still the race leader. Ryan Johnson, though, working the outside of the speedway here. Will they be able to get it back to dump? We understand we're having some problems with our YouTube feed here tonight, race fans. So if you are joining us via Facebook, we welcome you here tonight to the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch round number 10 here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. And if you are somehow catching a glimpse on YouTube, well, we're glad you're here. We understand some of our YouTube viewers here tonight not quite able to catch the race. Watching the battle for the race lead as they come off of 4. It will be at the line. Ryan Johnson by 1/1000th of a second as your race leader. So Ryan Johnson is your race leader, but Quincy Atkins going to slide, arrow push there, and oh boy! Ryan Johnson slides down to the inside, and he hangs on to it for the second time here this evening. Ryan Johnson just went from the outside all the way to the inside. How he hung on to that, I'm not quite sure. See if our truck has that, if they can get that back to us here. Under 25 laps to go, and now Ryan Johnson has a lot of ground to try and make up. Here, taking a look back here on a Raise Energy Drink replay here. There you see Ryan Johnson get around Quincy Atkins, and then right there the arrow off the 75 forces the 3, and boy, was that really close. 3 of Johnson able to hang on to it. Could have been worse than what it was. Leader Quincy Atkins, though, coming to pit road. Looks like Josiah Millen, Jordan Smith, Cody Levitt, Donald Bennett all also came to pit road for their second stop of the evening. There's your race leader. Currently, it is the number 21 of Jeff Bergner. Bergner leading here with 22 laps to go. He did pit back on lap number 22 this evening, so doing the quick calculations in my head, 60 laps, pitting on lap 22. He's not going to be able to stretch this tank of fuel all the way, as now he comes around the 75 of Quincy Atkins. That'll put Atkins 1 lap down. Ryan Johnson knows he can't make it, and he knows he needs some tires on this number 3, so it'll be a 4-tire stop on that number 3. See, the right side's already done, left side's going up. He'll get back out as your race leader goes right by him, Jeff Bergner. And Quincy Atkins in tow. Remember, Atkins came to pit road, and I'm looking at it. Atkins did not put any tires on that 75. They think they have great tire wear here tonight, so he stays out. The old boy down here, running second tonight. The Griffith Stone, number 98, out the gate. Still waiting for him to come to pit road tonight. Make his second stop. Right now, 10 drivers on the lead lap. Stephen Pugh would be that final driver in the 56. that is on the lead lap right now ahead of the number 21 of Jeff Berger, who is the race leader. 20 to go tonight here under the lights in Miami. Looks like Berger might want to try to put the 56 a lap down in case the caution flag were to come out. Pugh would have to start at the tail end of the longest line. Actually, Berger going to dive it off. He's going to come to pit road. Berger coming to pit road. He'll get his 21 load up. Looks like there's the 04 of Danny Valenzuela, so it's Utah's are wild down on pit road. So who does that turn the race lead over to? Well, it's this old boy. Driver out of Crossville, Tennessee. 33-year-old. Looks like he's out of gas. Getting reports Dobbs is out of gas. Oh, no. Looks like it got refired there, but he's off the pace. It's not good. Car is sputtering. You hear it. It catches fuel, then it dies. It catches fuel, and it dies. So Dobbs will slowly make his way to pit road. Will anybody else have any issues on fuel? Grego, Berry, and Poston right now. Remember, they took 4 tires and a full tank of fuel, and they came down on lap 26. They were some of the last drivers to make their way to pit road. Grego Berry now with 17 laps to go. The strategy that gets played every Wednesday evening when we come here to watch the IROC series is always wild. You never know what you're going to get, and that is for sure. Dobbs having issues coming off of pit road. Took a little piece of the grass, trying to mow the lawn, maybe trying to get some of that stone out there for Griffith stone. There's Ryan Johnson. He'll come by the 98. Remember, Johnson has fresh tires compared to the 98 of Dobbs. Let's see if those tires for Johnson are able to pay off here. He's able to set sail on Dobbs, or if Dobbs is going to be able to hold serve. Looks like right now Dobbs is actually able to hold serve with that number 3. He actually closes in on the back end. Tiny Horse going to get a little bit of that aero push, and he's going to walk up the track just a little bit. Scrapes the wall down the back straightaway as you see the sparks fly here tonight under the lights. Dobbs going to pack some more of the air on the spoiler there. That 3, drift him up the track. See if he can work underneath. Here comes the 98 challenging back. This would be for the 10th position. Still waiting for some drivers to come down pit road for the final time here this evening. Grego Berry still the race leader. These are your 2 closest drivers right now battling for position. See the car out in front of him. That's DJ Mitzel. That's not a battle for position. Mitzel right now is running his 61 in the 3rd position. That red machine, that Pontiac Grand Prix right now. Dobbs going to go to the inside here out of turn number 4. He'll try to make that pass. There's your race leader, Poston and O'Berry. Both of them have about a 3.5-second race lead over the 61 of DJ Mitzel. Somebody's coming to pit road. It's Stephen Pugh. So Pugh a pit again here. He was just a couple laps shy on fuel, so he might as well come in and top it off right now and then hope that a caution comes out and he will be good to go the rest of the way. Quincy Atkins is the highest running driver that came to pit road. He's running in that 6th spot right now as he's coming up on the 04 of Danny Valenzuela and the 31 of Donald Bennett. Both those drivers right now battling for that 15th position. Valenzuela just took it away from Bennett. Looks like just 7 drivers on the lead lap. That just shows you how fast these drivers are putting in some lap times. Looks like here comes the 88 of Jamie Leach. He'll come to pit road. It'll be his final stop, which is 12 laps to go. Driver out of Toledo, Ohio, will make his final stop tonight. Poston to come by. He'll get the double ones. It'll be 11 to go. O'Berry and Poston. Look at the timing and scoring on the left-hand side of the screen, race fans. You see O'Berry, you see Poston, you see Mitzel, and then you see Russ Hancock. That is over a half a lap behind. Lap times here still tonight, 34.7s, 34.5s, and being 22 seconds back. Russ Hancock right now is over a half a track behind, running in that fourth position. Everybody else kind of spread out through the field tonight. There you see the 40 of Millen. Looks like Millen's trying to make it on fuel. He's shutting her off. He's going for the gusto, but his strategy may be null and void here. Looks like when he did come down the pit road, it looks like it was for 2 tires at least. And actually, he is shutting her off. Cutting the motor off in that 40. Russ Hancock to pit road. How far can Greg O'Berry and Todd Poston really push this tank of fuel? 9 to go, and no sight so far of them trying to come to pit road. They pitted last on lap number 26. Todd Poston has started to slow the pace a little bit in his 48 machine. Will this be the lap they come to pit road? Here comes Poston. Here comes O'Berry. Both drivers going to now, this time, come to pit road. We didn't know how much farther they could push it. Here comes DJ Mitzel also. He'll come to pit road. Looks like Peyton Johnson has called it an evening here tonight at Homestead. Jordan Smith scraping the wall out of turn 4. Not the first time. Driver out of Plano, Texas has scraped that outside wall. So as Mitzel, Poston, and O'Berry are on pit road, here comes Quincy Atkins, and he will stream on by there. He'll now take the race lead. See Jeff Bergner back there. Last time by, Bergner was the fastest car on the racetrack. Bennett into the outside wall a little bit. Here comes now. Looks like O'Berry is going to re-enter the racetrack, running from first to now third. Poston comes back running in the 4th position with DJ Mitzel. Coming back out onto the track, he is just ahead of the 98 of Racing Jason. So can Quincy Atkins do it? Can he hold off that car you see back there of Jeff Bergner? Last time by, Quincy was actually the fastest car out of your top 3 drivers. As we come to get 6 laps to go, race fans, we salute you here tonight for tuning in on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the Salt Flat IROC Series for the round number 10 for the Griffith Stone 60. We got to thank all the sponsors this season that have put in work behind the scenes to help us get off the ground here in our IROC season. We got to thank, one, Griffith Stone for not only being a part of tonight here of round number 10, but being a part of Salt Flat Racing. Also, Finesse Laser Designs. If you're looking, oh, caution! Caution on the speedway. Caution as the 33 of Greg O'Berry, who was running 3rd, has gone around with just 5 laps to go. What happened to Greg O'Berry here tonight as the caution flag is flying? Oh, Stephen Pugh. See if we can catch an angle. It just looks like it's just not far enough from our truck here. It just looks like Pugh comes right up into him. I'm not sure. See if our truck can go a little bit farther back here. watching Greg O'Berry as he comes up on the 56 of Pugh here. I'm not sure if there's something broke on the 56 and sent him up into the outside wall, or we're about to find out. See O'Berry to the outside, the 56 of Pugh down to the inside. Looks like Pugh, I don't know if he just didn't know O'Berry was up there, or... So O'Berry, who was running third at the time of this caution flag, will now be back into the 16th position, and I don't think he's going to end up being able to finish this race here tonight. There you see him down on pit road. Interesting time now to be looking through the scoring, because drivers that did take tires and drivers that didn't take tires, it's pretty much going to be thrown out the window, because everybody's going to be lined back up. It's going to be Quincy Atkins, Jeff Bergner, Todd Poston, Racing Jason. It looks like DJ Mitzel, all on older tires. And then it's going to be Ryan Johnson, Josiah Millen, Cody Levitt, Jordan Smith, Jamie Leach, all on 4 fresh tires. Russ Hancock and Danny Valenzuela looks like Russ Hancock's also. Actually, Russ is only sitting on just fuel last time he came in pit road. So the driver out of Chesterfield, Virginia, for the 2 in the pink racing team, he is currently on old tires. Danny Valenzuela may have had a set of tires left, as he actually is down pit road. There you see his pink 042 in the pink machine here tonight coming out of pit road. Looks like possibly actually just fuel for him too. So an interesting monkey wrench here tonight at the end of the Griffith Stone round number 10 60-lap event here from the Miami Homestead Speedway, or Homestead Miami, however you race fans would like to say it. Once again, though, we got to thank you for tuning in here tonight to watch this all-flat IROC series tonight here on the Dirt 3 Racing Network. If it's your first time tuning in to watch the IROC series, we appreciate you tuning in here tonight. You know, we bring you everything from the high banks at the Daytona International Speedway all the way to the short tracks of the Oxford Plain up in Maine, all the way out to the Napa Valley in Sonoma. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, get a notification anytime we go live, because we bring live racing content from the iRacing.com platform 7 days a week. We have everything from the short tracks to the high banks to the dirt tracks, and we even get to turn right. I know, race fans, turning right is just, it's odd to myself too, but you know what also is odd? Seeing that iRacing pace car out there, it still has not clicked in for me of what that pace car actually is. Maybe it's a Toyota, I am not quite sure yet. What I do know is that we're getting ready to go racing. It'll be a green, white, checkered here tonight. Quincy Atkins, Jeff Bergner, Todd Poston, Racing Jason. And it'll be DJ Mitzel, Ryan Johnson. He's the first one that we're going to watch, as he's the driver that has the freshest tires. Who is going to win it? It's going to be a good one here. Homestead always puts on a good show, and, well, if you got popcorn, set it down because you don't want to spill it. Everybody back into the gas. Everybody a little squirrely coming up through the gears. Millen goes straight to the bottom side of the speedway. He'll get in front of number 5 of Jordan Smith. Out front, the 2 teammates battling side by side. It's Bergner to the outside. Quincy Atkins to the inside. Actually flipped that. No, I was right. It's Atkins to the inside. You can't quite tell the difference between those 2 cars. Here comes Poston. Poston's pushing on the back bumper of Atkins. Now he'll get to that right rear quarter panel. Poston going to get a little tight. He's going to go up the speedway. Contact between the race leaders. Contact. Caution flag is out. Your points championship leader involved of Ryan Johnson. Jeff Bergner involved as he is sitting sideways down to 3 and 4. We're going to have to watch this back here and find out what just actually happened there. The two race leaders making contact, and there you see it, contact. It looks like maybe a little net code. Fortunately, the 61 of Mitzel got involved, and then see Tiny Horse getting involved. Right on board with Ryan Johnson. Oh, he got smoked in the driver's door. Watch it again here. There's the contact. Oh, the 3811. 3811 with just nowhere to go. Right on board with the driver out of Las Vegas. Hard hit. So Jeff Bergner is going to be able to stay out here. The question being, how wounded is that 21? Greg O'Berry back out onto the speedway, but he is multiple laps behind. So it'll be Quincy Atkins, racing Jason, Todd Post and DJ Mitzel, Ryan Johnson, Jordan Smith, Jamie Leach, Josiah Millen. Actually, Millen's having to come to pit road. Looks like his crew underestimated how much fuel they were going to need, so he'll come to pit road here. I don't believe he has any tires left in the garage stalls. It looks like it is just fuel for Millen. He'll get back out. Another driver down there, that is Stephen Pugh. He's been in his pit box for a little while. Who do you think has it, race fans? Take a look, left-hand side of the screen. We're having another green-white checker attempt here in just a couple of seconds. Is it going to be Atkins? Can the old boy from Tennessee pull one off? Or will it be Virginia's Todd Poston? What do you think about the driver out of North Dakota? Yeah, he drives one of those red cars. Yeah, right there. That's DJ Mitzel, rookie this year. Coming in, battling with Ryan Johnson for that Rookie of the Year championship. As of late, DJ Mitzel has really started to figure these cars out here towards the end of the season. Right now, he has a chance to pick up a win as he rides fourth here on this restart. Waiting to see if this is going to be a single file restart or if we're going to get the double them back up. We did not get a lap completed, but it looks like we will. They will go double file restart here after our second caution flag of the evening. Peyton Johnson has retired here tonight with his number 15. He is officially done. He will be scored into the 17th finishing position. Stephen Pugh, the driver out of Texas, he's sitting currently down on pit road for the last, looks like about 9 minutes and counting. So he will actually finish in the 16th position as there won't be enough laps for him to pick up any spots. Greg O'Berry right now will restart in 15th, 6 laps down to the race leader, and Darrell Clotter is 1 lap down currently in his blue number 26. Green, white, checker attempt number 2 here tonight in the Griffith Stone 60. Round number 10 for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Only, 2 races left after tonight. Chicagoland and Pocono to finish out the season. So if you want to get it, you got to get it soon. Picking up a win here in the IROC Series for season number 5 is something you want to do as the green flag comes back out. One of them going to miss a shift up there. I believe that's the 19 of Russ Hancock. Just missed the shift, but we stay green as here comes Dobbs. 98 out the gate. Going to go to the outside of the 75 of Quincy Atkins. Dobbs right there riding on the door. Poston sucking up underneath the back of that 75 as they come out of turn number 2. One of them making some big moves. That's the 88 of Jamie Leach coming out of turn 2. They ride him down there into turn number 3. Quincy Atkins still currently holding on to the race lead. Dobbs on the outside. He's starting to fade. Here comes the 48 of Todd Poston. Poston will take over as the white flag is being displayed. 1 lap to go here tonight under the lights in Miami. What does Poston have in his bag of tricks here tonight? He'll ride it a little bit higher, trying to get some turn on the front nose of that 48. One of them into the outside wall. That was the 04 Danny Valenzuela. Final time, though, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Poston going to try and sail it off. Dobbs going to sail it off. He's going to get to the back bumper of Poston. Last time out of turn number 4. Here they come. It'll be Quincy Atkins winning his third race ever with the Salt Flat IROC Series. Poston will finish in second with racing Jason Dobbs back there into the 3rd position. DJ Mitzel is 4th. Jamie Leach is 5th. Tiny Horse will rally back for a 6th place finish tonight. Josiah Millen was 7th with Jeff Bergner in 8th. Jordan Smith was 9th, and Danny Valenzuela rounds out the top 10, picking up his first top 10 finish of the season. Russ Hancock was 11th with Donald Bennett back in 12th. 13th to go to Cody Levitt. Darrell Clutter was 14th. Greg O'Berry, Stephen Pugh, and Peyton Johnson all finish out this event. Those are your unofficial results, of course. There as, well, Quincy's going to burn them down. Second time this season, Quincy Atkins is able to burn them down here at Miami. We'll get to your post-race show here in just a couple of moments. Post-race show brought to us by Race Energy Drink Race fans. If you're in the market for a little bit of hydration and energy, look no farther. Head on over to repsports.com and pick up your case of Race Energy Drink. On checkout from Rep Sports, make sure you use code UTWRX to save yourself 10% on checkout. Post-race show coming up after these messages.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Homestead Miami Speedway. Racing tonight here for the Griffith Stone 60 is in the books. It is round number 10. There was 3 races left coming in. And now at the completion of this 60 laps, that needed a little bit of overtime to figure out who was going to go to victory lane. Now there's only 2. Chicagoland and Pocono coming up in the next couple of weeks. But let's go down trackside to talk to our top 3 finishers here tonight. Let's go and start with our 3rd place finisher. It's racing Jason Griffith Dobbs. Dobbsy, a 3rd place finish here tonight. It's got to feel pretty good, but tell us about that hot rod you had here tonight. It looked like you were a little off sequence there in the middle of this event.
Yeah, Roger. I don't know. My keyboard, when I go to hit the pit, I'm 98's pitting, it shuts the car off. So I got something jacked up there, but you know, the old 98 car was pretty fast all night. I knew we had a top 5 car once we took the green. And I don't know, that pit stop kind of slowed me down, but it is what it is. We'll take a top 3.
You started on that final restart, though, the outside of the 75 of Quincy Atkins. You had a shot to win this one. Going down there into the corner, though, the outside groove, did it just run out of grip here tonight?
Yeah, and I couldn't. It's hard when you're on a single monitor. You can't really tell where the car on the inside is, or I couldn't. And the last car I'd hate to hit would be Quincy. He helps me out a lot, and I just kind of lifted a little bit, and he shot by me, and Todd shot the gap also. I mean, that's just racing, and it is what it is. We'll take 3rd, like I said, and it was a good race all in all.
It definitely was one of the best races of the season here at Homestead. Chicagoland and Pocono, though, coming up next. Dobbs, are we going to be able to park this 98 coming out the gate into Victory Lane?
I don't know, Roger. Honestly, and next Wednesday, I'll be coming back from vacation, so I don't even know if I'll make the show. But if hopefully I make the show, and we're going to give it another shot. And Pocono, I love Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, and I know that's your hometown track, and I always like putting on a good show there because, the Turn 3 network's kind of like the family of Pocono. So I like to, show them that the Tennessee guys can run the Tricky Triangle. You know what I'm saying?
It's always tricky when we go to Long Pond, Pennsylvania to wrap up the season. It's the iconic season finale always with the IROC series, and especially being here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, it's always a little bit special when it hits close to home for us. But a great run for you here tonight in Miami. Dobbs, who made this all possible behind the scenes down there in Tennessee?
First of all, I want to thank my wife, Kelly, once again. I want to thank my 3 daughters, JC, Connor, and Colby, my mom, my dad for sponsoring tonight's race, by the way, Griffith Stone. If you got any field stone that you need picked up, give him a call. He'll come by with the Bobcat and get that sucker out of there. And I also want to thank all my friends and family for watching. And I also want to thank Simbox. If you don't have a Simbox, you better get one because I have used this thing in the last 72 hours more than I've used toilet paper. And that's all I'm going to say. Other than that, thank you. Go Vols. It was a good race.
There you hear it from the driver out of Tennessee here tonight. He'll finish on the podium. It'll be a third-place finish for the 98 coming out the gate. Congratulations to Racing Jason for finishing third here tonight. Finishing just one spot higher in the running order, it's the 48 of Todd Poston. Todd, a lot of speed in this 48 here tonight, but in the early stages of this event, it looked like that 48 was driving more like it was at the Bristol Motor Speedway on dirt than it was here tonight at Miami.
Oh, yeah, for a while there on these new tires, it's loose coming out of those corners. Once tires wear in a little bit, though, you can really get on the throttle and actually drive the car a little bit.
Now, a lot of times we've come here to Miami, the K&N car, the Cup car, and you have had speed. Is there something about this track that really is in your wheelhouse because you bring another car here, the super late model tonight, the IROC, and it's still a very fast car?
There's just something about this track, the way you can get into the corner, how you can drive in so deep, actually, and just roll through the corner and come out with speed. It doesn't seem to lose it like a lot of the other tracks, or I haven't figured out the other tracks, it seems.
Well, you had yourself a good run here tonight, but tell us about that final green-white checker. Did you have anything left in these tires that you could go up there and get Quincy at? Because it looks like you really sailed it off in turn 3. You just couldn't get there.
I think we had a little bit to get him, but he was a little bit slower through the turn, and I'll take a second over wrecking the driver out of the lead for the win.
Well, second place here, Todd, and it's not at a super speedway. By the way, congratulations on winning the other night at that super speedway. Congratulations on that, and congratulations on another strong showing here on Wednesday, who made it all possible back at the garage all week.
Though definitely got to thank 3Y Motorsports and thank DJ Mitzel. He's been one of the ones to teach me this track.
Short and sweet and to the point from the driver out of the 3Y Motorsports stable. He hails out of Virginia. Todd Poston will finish second here tonight to tonight's winner in Miami. And boy, he's going to pick up his second win in Quincy. What a fashion. What a way to make it. Rubbing some paint with your teammate here tonight. Tell us about your exciting evening.
Yeah, it was definitely exciting. It was a little bit rough. I think Jeff and I was a little bit more netcode than anything because we're both didn't know what happened. I hate that he got spun. I know that caution came out. Him and I looked like we were going to wrap up first and second. We were even joking a little bit about throwing back to the old Le Mans, GT40s finishing side by side. But unfortunately, we didn't get to do it. It was a good race. I know everybody was running pretty hard. I know there at the end, Poston, I was around him early in the race. I knew he was fast. I knew I was going to have to drag that brake a little bit, get in the corner, kind of throw him off because he was coming. But all in all, I think it was a pretty good race. Hey, we parked it in Victory Lane.
Yeah, this is the second time now you've parked this 75 in Victory Lane. I believe it is this season, if my notes are quite right. I can't read my handwriting half the time, but you parked the old late model in Victory Lane. You parked this one in Victory Lane. How does it feel to be a two-time winner this season?
Well, actually 3 times. We gotta give credit. 3 throwback to Ryan Johnson, who's usually in second. But of course, it feels good. I compare it to winning a regular race, especially against the group of guys I'm running with. I mean, you've got some serious competition out there. I mean, it honestly feels good to even pull off one win, let alone multiple.
Well, now I got to check my stats and facts, and now you got me all confused over here and how many times you've actually been to victory lane. And let's check that. Man, why do you got to always be right, Quincy? Dover, you picked the win up. Michigan, you picked the win up. Last year, I think it was an Auto Club?
Yeah, last year was Kansas.
Kansas Auto Club. They're all the same. They're all those cookie cutters. You know how it is. But hey,
big round tracks.
Big round tracks. A lot of difference in what you're used to racing down there down south. We doing any racing this year?
Yeah, we trying to. We're going through the car, changing a few things. We're gonna try to hit up a few of the tracks. Myrtle Beach closed down, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of ride. Probably hit up Florence. I'm still thinking about doing that Rockingham race. I'll have Mr. Muthinthebooth got to be spotting for me. We're gonna have to drag you on down here.
It's a little bit of ways from this old middle of nowhere Pennsylvania area, but we do have a car and it does have 4 wheels, a motor, and a steering wheel. I guess we're count the seatbelt as something too. Maybe we can get down there. But hey, great job here tonight, Quincy, for picking up your 3rd win of the season, 4th win ever in the IROC series. Who made it all possible?
Definitely thanks to Salt Flat Racing for putting this on. Ray's Energy Drink. Griffith Stone for sponsoring the race. If you need any of your stone picked up, be sure to give them a call. Noticed that from Dobbs. Turn 3. Muthinthebooth. By far one of the best broadcasters around. Thanks to all my teammates. Thanks to all of my alliances. Jeff is a good teammate of mine. We were talking a lot through the race because I missed practice. Special thanks to Randy and Dobbs and Steve. I wish there was enough places to put us all up here. The little man, had to go put him to bed right after the race. So shout out to him and shout out for the boss lady for letting me do it.
There it is, your winner tonight, the driver out of South Carolina, picking up his 3rd win of the season. Had to correct us on that. I told you my notes, I scribble them down. I can't read them half the time. We got to go back then and check the actual stat book. And, well, Quincy was right. 3 wins this season. That's the most out of any driver so far this season. So congratulations to him as he goes to victory lane. He'll break that tiebreaker that he did have with Randy Johnson, as they were both stuck at 2 wins apiece here this season. But boy, what a race it was here at Miami. We raced into the darkness. The lights came on all around the speedway. And the action, the sparks flew here at the end of this one. 2 races left to go. We will head to the Chicagoland Speedway next Wednesday night before, well, we head to the Tricky Triangle at Pocono to crown a champion in the Season 5 of the Salt Flat IROC Series. But for everybody at Salt Flat Racing, Griffith Stone, Pay to Win Setups, Racing with Heroes, Finesse Laser Designs, and Jordan Henn Racing. Don't forget Taz Motorsports. Their driver here tonight, Ryan Johnson, almost made a comeback after taking 2 big slides here this evening. But for everybody at the Turn 3 Racing Network, my name's Roger Muth. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast here from the Homestead Miami Speedway. We will catch you next time at the races.